1994 Macau chicken neck dismemberment case. The 1994 Macau chicken neck dismemberment case occurred on October 6, 1994. At that time, the 20-year-old female student of the University of Macau, He Luji, was abducted and killed, and her body was abandoned in the Taipa chicken neck grass. Victim: the 20-year-old He Luji graduated from the English department of Santa Rosa Girls High School, and was a sophomore at the University of Macau when she was killed. Her father was a builder and was involved in the construction of a large housing estate in Taipa. He's father met a Shanghainese woman in his early years. Later, his relationship with his first wife broke up, and he lived with the Shanghai woman and gave birth to a child. He later died in 1993. He lives with his mother in Mingzhu Terrace, Keng Street, Shaanxi Province, and has an older brother studying abroad. Although her family is wealthy, she tutors others. He was dating during his lifetime, and his boyfriend was a police officer. What happened? He Luji was kidnapped when she was out walking her dog in the early morning of October 6. Some neighbors pointed out that there were 4 motorcycles and a passenger truck wandering around the crime scene at that time, and they heard a woman calling for help. And his dog was killed afterwards. Stay on the streets. He Luji was once taken to a unit at the Seaside Gardens in Area Preta, where she was detained and then killed. At first, the murderer wanted to break her into pieces, but he gave up and only cut off her arms and dumped her body on the side of Chicken Neck Mountain. On the morning of October 7, while working at Tai Tam Pheasant Neck, a map maker discovered a naked body without arms in the grass. The body had stab wounds on its abdomen, shoulders, neck and legs, and the murder was revealed. He had been dead for 6 to 8 hours at that time. The cause of the crime and the aftermath: Macau police arrested 3 men on October 10. One of them was He Luji's cousin. He was 16 years old at the time. The two had a very good relationship and often drank tea and played together. On the day of the incident, He Luji had recognized his cousin. He was accused of committing a crime and threatened to report the crime to him, but he was still killed in the end. At the same time, Macau Judicial Police are looking for 25-year-old retired firefighter Luo and 2 other men, according to an investigation by the Macau police. It is believed that a Shanghai woman whom Father He met during his lifetime had a dispute with his first wife over Father He's inheritance. Some people were willing to kidnap and ransom people in order to inherit Father He's estate. The culprits involved in the case mostly hang out in game arcades and know each other there. They attempted to kidnap He and demand a ransom of 2 million from He's mother, who had received a blackmail call before the incident. He Luji was buried and cremated in Zhuhai on October 15. And her arms were found in Qingzhou on October 18. At that time, they had dried up and started to turn black, and there were many knife marks. Artist Ao Kam Tong, who was the host of the Asia television program Today's D, recalled that he discussed the matter with the deceased's mother during a visit to Macau. At that time, Macau was holding an international fireworks display. During the visit to the family of the deceased, fireworks were set off in front of the window of the deceased's residence. He said that out of respect for the family of the deceased, he asked the director not to turn on the camera until the mother of the deceased agreed to be interviewed. At that time, one of the assailants was sitting in the dining room, but they were ignored because they were too young. Ao Jintang, he was shocked that he sat with one of the murderers during the interview. Afterwards, he ordered a wreath in the name of the show and took half a day off to go to Macau to pay his respects to the deceased.